Hello and welcome to another episode of Barrier to Entry. This is episode 8? I think
6,
8?
maybe.
Oh my
7?
gosh, the intro's
This
already
is
ruined
episode 8.
this
It's
guy.
episode 8. Episode 8 of Barrier to Entry. We are still watching Shojin Sentai Jetman episodes. We are on episodes 15 and 16 this week.
Say your name.
This week's so goated.
That's right. That's how we do the show.
Say your name.
My name is Noah.
I'm Sebastian.
I'm Bobby.
And like I said, we just watched episodes
Right.
15 and 16 of Shojin Sentai Jetman. Before we get into the recap, I think we're at a point in the show when we should just kind of recap everything that's happened. Maybe every major plot beat to this point, especially because we just came off of some episodes that are relatively plot heavy. And also because I don't think these episodes are going to give us a whole lot to talk about. So
Nope.
True, bro.
run that runtime up. Okay, Shojin Sentai Jetman opens in the year 1990X, which we later find out is 1991, with Skyforce recruiting these soldiers to become part of their Jetman program. The two chosen for the program are Ryu and Rie. They're a couple. As that's happening, invaders from another dimension, the Vyram Empire attack. Rie gets sucked into space and is mysteriously killed, while Ryu gains the powers from the Burdonic waves, which also rain down on 4 random civilians. Ryu recruits the random civilians. One of them, Guy, is particularly difficult to work with, but they all join the team eventually, and week after week they fight the Vyram Empire, while 1 week they find out Rie might be a member of the Vyram, brainwashed or affected by some other processes. Guy and Ryu enter a love triangle regarding the White Ranger of the team, Kaori. And last week they explored a bigger love dodecahedron thing as one of the other members of Vyram. Gray maybe has feelings for Rie, who is now Maria. It's getting very soapy.
True.
Yeah.
Or it was before this week.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's so much to talk about this week.
This is gonna be so long. Episode is going to be
gosh.
2 hour.
Let's just.
It's so funny because last week was our longest episode at 90
Yeah.
minutes.
Crazy.
We talked.
It's
That's why,
actually
we
this
need
week-
that's why we need the brand new day segment in this episode, bro. 'Cause
Is this a truth?
Maybe we'll record a Spider-Man
A special episode, a special Spider-Man
yeah.
episode.
We can talk about that later. But for the sanctity of this podcast, we will be talking about
To keep
Shojin
it
Sentai
pure.
Jetman. Yeah. All right. Episode 15: High School Student Warrior. This episode starts with Akko in a choir class. She's practicing for this big concert they have at the end of the week, I guess. And all her friends and her teacher are like, Akko, you're dog water at this. Please practice. And Akko can't practice because she's a Jetman. Meanwhile, a bunch of teenage girls get their voices taken by the mysterious voice dimension. And
Oh,
Worst. Terrible.
I have real problems with
awful
this
design.
on many levels. First of all, the design is terrible. It's
Yep.
red
It
and
is.
yellow and green, and it's got lips
It's-
everywhere.
It's literally
It
just
just-
like
ugh.
it's like a lizard with like a bunch of
It-
lips. It's like so.
it's
so lazy. It's
it
like we're just
just-
gonna throw
yeah.
a bunch of lips on it, and
Yeah,
it's fine.
because like I get it's like supposed to be a thing of like, oh, like people talk through their mouths and there's voice dimension, but it's like you probably could have made it like it would have been equally as gross, but like probably ears would have been better if he's trying to steal people's voices or whatever. Just like making an appendage that is related to listening to things instead of making
Or-
it about talking.
Okay, and this gets to my other complaint about voice dimension. All the dimensions so far have been inanimate objects.
Yep.
Your voice is not like something
Yeah,
you
how
can
did-
grab, right? Like
Yeah,
this is
how
not
did they-
a physical thing.
How did they capture an intangible thing? Like that doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah.
Like it would have been way cooler.
like
Microphone dimension.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
yeah.
Ugh.
Or something
Anyway.
that records, I guess.
They took out some of
So-
his vocal cords and they attached it to one of the
That would have been
head crab
Yeah.
things.
so the voice dimension steals all these people's voices and the effect that they use to make it the stolen
It's very
voices
funny.
is they just pitch everyone down in the editing bay.
Yeah,
It's really funny for a couple
it
lines.
is very funny.
So then we cut to Akko practicing her song in private, and then her friend Kyoko comes in, and we have this flashback to Akko giving Kyoko a birthday present, and then Kyoko's like, "Why are you so sad, Akko?" And Akko goes, "My dog died, but I wanted to give you your birthday present." And then Kyoko goes, "It's okay to be sad. We're friends."
It's like, what is happening? Like, I don't even like the thing. The problem is, like, I don't even remember how stuff you're saying, and that's not good.
It's like 10 minutes.
That's
finished-
not good.
We finished these episodes. Like, we got done watching these 2 episodes, this block of 40 minutes of television 5 minutes ago. Genuinely.
I've already probably flushed it all out of my mind.
Like, I remember like the broad strokes of like where they're at, but like dialogue, like that's you're asking too much of me right now, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So, Voice Dimension attacks again, and then all the Jetmen go to fight it, and they fight it off, and it escapes, and then... But it takes Akko's friend's voice, oh no, and she's pitched down. And so then Akko goes to her and tries to comfort her, but she's like, don't comfort me. And so Akko leaves, and then the Voice Dimension ambushes her. And then Akko's friend is there, and Akko wants to transform, but doesn't want to transform in front of her friend, so she just gets her ass beat. And then she also loses her voice.
It's a bit of a Spider-Man episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
like,
not good.
Akko's kind of just Spider-Man. It's like, do
That's
I want
true.
to be a ranger, or do I want to be sing at the
Bobby's
choir?
really trying to sell on the Spider-Man segment right now.
I'm just saying, this is real, bro. This is real.
So,
Akko Parker, bro.
true, that's
Stop
true.
it.
So then Akko goes to the creek at sunset, which is like a really pretty shot. And Raita's like, why does the monster only capture girl voices? That's weird, right? And then Akko's like, wait, Raita, you're a genius. You're the smartest man alive. I have the perfect idea. So we cut to this Japanese riverside, and the monster shows up, and there's this woman in very traditional like Japanese clothing. Like she kind of looks like, okay, I guess this isn't Japanese clothing, but she looks like Mulan. Like at the end of the movie,
my
when they have to
gosh,
break
bro.
into the palace, you know what I mean?
You
She
call
has like
Mulan Japanese?
she has like the garb on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember what it's specific. I don't remember what the garb is specifically.
I don't know what it's
called.
called either.
It's like traditional
But-
Japanese wear.
Yeah. And the monster's
I
like,
think-
ooh, I bet you got a delicious voice, girl. Because that's the reason he likes the girl
Yeah,
voices,
he
is
does
because they're
say
all
that.
delicious. And then he goes to absorb her voice, and it's Raita in cross-dress.
Oh,
And
Yes,
then-
bro. He's in drag. It's the
So
goat.
then
he is.
Raita's voice overloads the monster, and then Akko shows up, and she gets her voice back, and they all morph. And then the commander shows up with Akko's friend, and
She
Akko's
there.
friend goes, yeah, Akko! And then the fight scene lasts 5 minutes, or like 5 seconds, literally.
Mhm.
And then they blow up the monster, and then Megazord battle,
It's so
and
funny.
then
You get the
The
shot
that's
episode
like,
ends.
of the split in 4, and you just
Yes.
know it's gonna be a nothing burger fight scene. You're just like, it's over.
The one thing that we could have looked forward to in this episode is maybe
Yeah.
5 seconds long.
Yeah, it's
at
like
most.
every
Yeah.
episode you can look forward to at least like good choreography and fighting, and then even that was like nothing in this one.
and then the end of the episode is Akko at her concert, but she gets called away by the Jetman responsibilities, and then her friend covers for her.
She picks
Womp womp.
Spider-Man.
And then
Oh.
she does pick Spider-Man.
Picks
And then
Spider-Man.
the episode ends.
Wow,
Wow.
that was a good episode. It was just as good as it sounded when no.
All right, that was
recapping
9
it.
minutes. Noah, we gotta drag it out a little bit more with this next one.
No. I can do this. I can hit 40 minutes on this episode.
40
Oh,
I can
minutes.
hit 40
no.
minutes on this one.
That is not happening.
I think okay, but yeah, I think we can if we try, but it has to be a
Yeah,
group
I-
effort.
This is I'm staking my claim right now. I'm planting my flag. So, okay. Episode 16, Paper Uprising. Excuse me. Alright, so you know it's a good episode when it opens in the Jetman base and it's just them talking about what's about to happen. Like,
Yeah.
it opens and Ryu is like, everything's disappearing, and it's like, hang on now, did we skip one? Like, what?
Yeah, right.
So okay, this was confusing. The commander's like, yeah, all this stuff is disappearing from photographs and paintings, and Sebastian rightly pointed out, we already did photo dimension. Like,
yeah, we already did camera dimension.
We already did this. We can't be repeating things 16 episodes in, surely. Turns out
already be out of ideas. Like this is
yeah. It turns out they are.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
We find out that one of the victims of the I'm not gonna bury the lead. The paper dimension is like this old man who used to draw and paint photos of his only daughter, and then it starts snowing in Japan, and everybody's like, "Whoa, it's snowing! What?" And Ryu goes, "No, that's not snow." And then it's the title card. It's like, okay,
it's asbestos.
True.
That's what it felt like watching this episode. It felt like ingesting large amounts of asbestos.
So we
it
cut
does,
around,
honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Around Tokyo, and it's just all these people like with photos of things, and the item that is in their photos disappears, and then it comes to life. So like, one of them is this guy who's a manga artist. He draws this dog, and then the dog disappears. And then there's a dog in his apartment, or there's a lady making spaghetti from a cookbook, and the cookbook photo of the spaghetti disappears, and then there's a plate of spaghetti, and it attacks her.
Oh no!
And so Tran is like humans use paper for their culture, so I'm going to destroy their trust in paper.
Like Tran needs to die.
Why did a bro do the paper shredder dimension? Get rid of all the paper.
Wait, true.
It's so important.
They're not thinking about their evil plans like on a macro level. Like, why isn't there destroy the economy dimension?
Yeah, they're like we're gonna make humanity lose trust in paper. I don't have
dollar
trust
dimension.
in paper.
Yeah, dollar dimension.
Do you trust paper? No,
no,
it's a piece of paper.
There should either be like bank dimension that can print more dollar bills, and now our entire economy is in shambles. Or it should be like nuclear bomb dimension. It's gonna go off. Like,
yeah,
they clearly don't mind like terrorist attack level.
No, we forgot to mention it last episode. Voice dimension kills a lot of people, like a lot.
That's kind of like for every episode.
And then, yeah. So okay, I'll talk about the paper dimension. He's pretty cool. He's like a bunch of pieces of paper like folded in on itself to make like an origami thing.
Yeah.
And then he's got these spools of like ribbons at his fingertips that are in color and that he can like hit people with. I thought that was cool. So the Jetmen
better
show up
than the last one.
Oh, for sure.
So the Jetmen show up to fight the freaking the dimension, and then they go to morph, and then the dimension attacks them, and then he's gonna get the killing blow on Ryu.
No.
When Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time starts playing.
Yeah.
It's like this ocarina music in the background, and everybody turns to look at it, and it's this girl on a swing set playing an ocarina. And then Tran shows up because the ocarina can like depower the dimension, like it like immobilizes him pretty much. And so Tran shows up and throws a rock at the girl so that she drops the ocarina, and then levitates the ocarina into the air and blows it up. It's like, if you could just do that, why don't you just do that with the Jetman's heads? Like,
we have seen before. Tran is like probably the strongest one besides Gray.
He's
and he
low-key
does
the
nothing
most
with
powerful. Yeah. So anyway, the Vyram gets away, and then the Jetmen, instead of chasing after the monster, are like, we gotta find the girl. No, you don't.
Not a real girl, by the way.
Wait, spoilers, Bobby. That hasn't been revealed in the episode yet. I called it in like the first, like when we first saw her.
Good job, bro. Good job.
I know. So, I got it for the
children's so proud of you,
Japanese children's show. Like, I did it. Somebody give me my flowers.
So Ryu finds the girl wandering around, and she's like going to this amusement park, and all the other Jetmen show up, and they're like, Ryu, what's going on? And he's like, shh, she's following her memories. Which, like, for the context that Ryu has, like, in this moment, he thinks this is a normal girl. Like, how do you have that information? Like,
Blog might be Batman, bro. Like, what is that?
It's true.
So then she gets on a merry-go-round, and it's like, we have time for this? Big question mark? Like, why? What is happening?
It's a long scene too.
It's
like,
a really long.
She's riding on that thing for like 2 minutes, and
They
it just
did-
keeps
and here's-
going.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The Jetman episodes are 19 minutes long, right?
Mhm.
A minute of that is the opening theme song.
Mhm.
Another minute of that is the ending theme song, which we never listen to. We always,
Mhm.
because I don't want to get to the next time on, which is also another 30 seconds. So that's 2.5 minutes gone. And
Yep.
then if you think about the show's format, and you're like, okay, there's probably 2 minutes of Megazord battle every episode, and like let's say another 30 seconds of them transforming. Like that's 5 minutes of the episode that has nothing, no plot, and they're like 60 seconds of this teenage girl on a merry-go-round.
And it's so boring because it's like the shots aren't even that interesting because they also do that weird effect where they like slow it down, but it looks really blurry all the time. And Ryu is the only one reacting. It only cuts between Ryu and the girl. That's it. So you get this really just boring scene, and then at the end, it's like Ryu's like, "Wait a second, oh my gosh, it's like the painting of her on the horse," and like he's barely telling this to the rest of the team too. Like the team is just kind of here for this episode, really.
So then the girl whose name I didn't even bother to learn, which is how you know I was
write it
checked out
down.
of this episode, like, and I'm not going to check on Ranger Wiki, so you
Nope.
know.
Don't matter.
They follow her to a hospital where it's her father, who's the painter who paints her, and then the Jetman interrogate the guy's doctor, and they're like, other than his daughter, does he have any family? Like he's in this coma or whatever. And the doctor's like, he doesn't have any daughter at all, no family at all. And then freaking Akko comes in and she's like, yeah, his daughter died 2 years ago. Flashback to.
So he does have
Yeah.
So he did have family. The doctor's just lying.
to 2 years ago of him and the daughter hanging out. That's another 30 seconds gone of this episode. And then the monster attacks again. The Rangers go to fight it. They morph. And Tran shows up and he's like, Jetman, if you blow up the dimension, because they find out that the dimension created her by stealing her from the painting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, at least this really weird moment where Kaori's like, she must have a good spirit that keeps the dimension from being able to control her, because the dimension can like control all the stuff.
Paper Dimension couldn't conquer her good spirit. It's like,
and it's like, again, how do you have this information?
Holy
like,
cop
where
out,
did you get this from? Like,
holy cop out. I'm saying, I guess that's
Like,
also how she's the weakness to Paper Dimension, is because she's a good
maybe
drawing. I don't know.
We as a society made fun of the CW and like really every sci-fi show for decades for being like, the quantum computer does X, Y, and Z and blah blah. But at least that's like, it's lame, right? It sucks to write that and have like just techno babble jargon that means nothing, that gets you to the information that you want. But at least it's something. At least it's not just the characters divining it out of nowhere, right? Like.
It's like based somewhat in reality too. Like they're terms that nobody understands, but a lot of time it is a real thing.
Yeah.
And this one, they're just like, I need my characters to get to this point, and they're just gonna have some revelation that gets them to this point.
And so, yeah, Tran's like, if you blow up the dimension, you blow up the girl, and then the girl, and the Rangers are like, oh man, what do we do? And all of us watching it are like,
yeah.
Dude,
like the okay.
I was
the
probably
thing is,
yawning during that scene.
the thing is you know it's bad because while Note is summarizing the episode, I'm getting tired and I'm yawning. Like that has been. I've at least yawned 3 times as he's like recapped this episode.
No, guys, this is a good show. I promise. This is.
I can't believe this is the first show we're doing.
Is Dog Water. Power Rangers is Dog Water.
Power Rangers
Super
is
Sentai
terrible,
forever.
bro.
So...
This show is so much better. I might rather watch the Power Rangers movie, live action movie, than watch those episodes again.
2017 Power Rangers.
I can't join you there.
I cannot do that with you. Sorry.
But you know what? Shout out to you for having your opinion. You know,
yes, bro.
So then the girl shows up with the ocarina and she immobilizes the dimension, and then the dimension breaks free from the attack and it kills her. and it leads to what I thought was a nice shot. Like this shot of her walking up to the ocarina is cool, and then the shot of her falling dead in Ryu's arms, also cool.
Mhm.
That would be cool if I felt anything for this character or the characters around her. Like,
Yeah.
The major overarching problem with this episode is indicative of a larger problem with this show, where I don't care about any of these characters, and so as a result, whenever they care about something, like I'm just like, like.
Yeah.
So then, the plot of the episode's over, so they blow him up with the big bazooka, and then they form the Megazord, and then they kill
do
it.
the full,
they kill it
the
with the
full
sword.
scene to the full
Yeah,
form
that's
scene.
how you know they're wasting time, is when they're like, pull out the 45-second version of forming the Megazord, and not the 5-second version. They blow up the monster, and then Ryu goes to see the girl in her photos in the museum. The end.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. Bro, that one was so fun.
So you know what? I'm not even gonna bother being like, all right, give me your thoughts on each episode individually. Let's just talk about it all together, right? Like,
there's not a single thing that any of us will bring to the
I
table
feel like-
that's
I
like
feel like
unique
we can-
to the other
yeah.
person's point of
I
view.
feel like
No,
we can
exactly.
all just. I think we can all just like come up with one unanimous score for both episodes and move on with our lives.
They're just both like not good, bro.
it's okay.
But yeah, that's.
I will defend the Akko episode a little bit. I think the concept of the Akko episode is really strong, where she's this high school girl who wants to like be in extracurriculars and all that stuff.
She's
But
Spider-Man.
then she's also got the jet. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
she's Spider-Man.
It's the Spider-Man thing. The problem is, first of all, we know this is never going to come up again, right? There's
Nope.
like this show abandons its plot points and extra characters that it invents all the time. Like, we will
No matter
never see
what.
that friend from the club that she was in again, right? Like,
Nope.
none of that matters. If the whole show was about like Akko, or Akko's whole part of the show was about her, being this high school girl and then also being Jetman, that would be interesting, right?
Mhm.
That would be something. But I just know the show's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because other Sentai shows have done that after this show. They were like, oh, let's
And
learn
it's
from
like-
this.
And it's like the easiest low-hanging fruit of all time. Like, this character,
Yes.
there's nothing going on with this character. Like, just do the thing that people have been doing since like the 40s. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what is going on. It's so easy. And you don't
Like,
even have
yeah.
to give it a bunch of credence either for something like
No.
that. Like, show one scene every episode where it's like, man, I really want to go. She likes to go shopping. She goes shopping all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to go
Yeah.
shopping, but I gotta be a freaking Jetman.
Like, yeah, it's like, there is a reason the archetype of like, superhero, and also in school, high school / college, is so popular, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's because like it presents your character with these choices to make, and like the idea of Akko having a secret identity and then one of her classmates being in on that could have been really interesting. But again,
Mhm.
we're never going to see that again, right? Like, it's just not going to
Yeah.
come up.
It's like all the characters, like you said, like we haven't seen
Yeah.
Raita's like pseudo girlfriend since
Yeah.
that episode, and they just keep having these unfinished plot points that they never come back to.
And then here's the other part of that though. I can't defend episode 15 just having the laziest fight scene ever. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
like Bobby said, like, there's a moment in episode 15 where it's this 2x2 grid of everybody who isn't Akko getting like one punch in on the monster, and then it cuts to Akko doing all the rest of the work. And it's like, you can't do that. This show is an action and effects show. Like,
Mhm.
that's like the whole bit.
It's the
Right,
one
like-
thing you can count on every episode for the most part.
Nobody here is watching this because it's the greatest story ever told,
Yeah.
right? Like, this is not the Bible or like the
Mhm.
Odyssey or whatever, right? Like, nobody's expecting epic storytelling. But like, every week before this, they've delivered on at least one enjoyable action set piece.
Yeah.
Last week we had like 2 or 3 per episode of like,
and it was the
this
only
fight's
redeeming
cool.
factor, like a lot of the time. Like, I don't know.
And it's like, you can't not deliver on that. I think the show is confused, and I think the show thinks the really interesting action beats are the giant robot, because that's also like the toy that they sell.
Mhm.
It's not. I'm sorry. Like
Nope.
Yeah.
the and this is like a larger tokusatsu thing. Those fight scenes have been the same since you invented them in the 70s. Like,
Yeah.
like there's nothing different about this at all.
Sorry.
Bobby needs to execute his family.
Yeah. So I think the Akko episode in concept, that's cool, and I would be like, if any of that wants to come back, I'll eat my words and I'll be like, oh, what a good decision they made back in episode 15. But for now, I can't. Episode 16 is maybe the worst episode of this show. It's boring, right? Like, everybody but me was about to fall asleep. Sebastian's about to fall asleep right now, like, just thinking about it. The action is not interesting. The characters don't do anything interesting.
Yeah.
The monster is not, like, particularly inventive. Like,
it's like one of
there's
the
one or
worst
two
monsters.
cool moments.
To be honest.
It just... Would it have killed them to, in this episode, draw some parallels, like maybe age up the daughter, and draw some parallels between what's going on with this dad and what's going on with Ryu and Rie? Like, make the daughter a little older, because I think she's like around Akko's age in this.
She's 16.
There's also another thing. Oh, I guess. Well, I'll wait to talk about this for the next episode. It more pertains to the next episode.
Yeah. Like, age up the daughter, and then, like, have Ryu be like, oh, I lost someone once, and then they came back kind of weird and different.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't. And then the guy just dies in the hospital. Like, and it's like, none of this matters. None of this matters. I don't feel anything.
There was no has no lesson either.
Yeah.
Like, what is there to learn from this episode?
Nothing. Also, the thing is like, they expect us to care because the girl cares, but like the girl doesn't have like an arc or anything for you to be like, yes, I care about this character.
The girl doesn't have 2 lines.
The girl doesn't say anything. The girl doesn't say anything, and this is not the actress's fault, but there's no emotion there to convey any sort of like feeling at all.
Nope. Look, and here's the thing: you don't need to have lines to be a good character. I am currently reading G.I. Joe, like the original G.I. Joe comic, and Snake Eyes famously is a mute character, doesn't say anything. That's the best character in the franchise.
That guy's the goat. Bro is so tough.
He is.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't need, but there's no moment of connection.
Nick Cage in I don't remember what it's called.
Star Wars. What's the movie called?
All right, man.
Well, all right. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but it's not Five Nights at Freddy's.
Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak a word in that whole movie. Doesn't speak a word in that whole movie, and he's.
That's because Luke Cage is the goat, though. That's
Luke
the thing.
Cage.
Luke Cage.
If that movie had Luke Cage in it, that would be kind of fire.
Sebastian really wants this to be the Marvel.
I'm watching Luke Cage right now, actually.
Oh,
damn!
Barriers to entry special. Bobby and Sebastian talk about Luke Cage.
Wait,
and then I sit here and I'm like,
I don't know,
because I am not watching that.
We summarize it with Noah's like first reaction to the story, and he's like, okay, and then he has to rate it based on the through line that we gave.
That'd be definitely interesting. But yeah, it's like the girl has no lines. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything to connect to the characters. As we've already talked about, we don't really care about these characters anyway. It's just it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. Like, fully, if I was making a list of like, and I talk about this a lot because the show is long. So if I was making a list of like, you have to watch these episodes of Jetman, this is the most skippable episode. Of all
this
time.
Is like if we were to make a filler list, this would be on here.
Yeah,
like it would be on the filler list because there's already so much filler in this show.
Yeah,
but that's a filler.
And look, man, Bobby says all the time, you can have good filler. And I think we've had good filler episodes of this show.
Like the ramen one, bro. That one was fun.
Exactly.
That one's fun.
But like, it's not fun. It doesn't do anything with its concept, really, that's like different or interesting. It's just like, and the whole plot with like having this ghost daughter almost feels like it's part of a different show. Yeah. Right? Like,
also, that episode 16 doesn't have like a focus for any of the characters. Like, it doesn't really do anything. Like, at least for the first one, like episode 15, it's not a good episode, and it really doesn't do much for Akko because they're gonna forget about what happens anyway. But there's like an attempt there. This one,
Yeah.
it's not like literally like the only thing. But we just watched 2 episodes where only one character had any kind of like progression, and they're gonna forget about it anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember seeing Kaori once between these 2 episodes outside of her like ranger form.
She has the one line about the girl being like having a good spirit, and that's it.
One line in 2 episodes, maybe.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think she's actually says anything in the
strangely
episode.
Like crazily enough. Guy has also like one episode in these 2 or one line in these 2
I
episodes.
completely forgot about him because
I forgot to even mention him. He's just not like
you know it's bad when Raita got more motion than you in 2 episodes. Like
true,
bro, like it's over.
Which, like, for us, like, conceptually, like, you describe an episode where it's like, oh, like, you're not gonna have to deal with the with the Guy Ryu thing at all.
Yeah,
and we're like,
awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I would have killed for that.
I would have just like, anything
at least,
that would progress the story.
At least that is something. And this is just, it's so nothing.
It's also just weird that they have that whole thing going on, and then it seems like they ignore it for these 2 episodes in its entirety. Like, would it kill you to throw in one scene where they're being dysfunctional while they're fighting for like half a second? I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah. I feel like this episode, the Paper Dimension episode, feels like a episode of Supernatural that they just kind of pasted in here. Who the hell's taking all these people out of these pictures?
I need to watch Supernatural, bro. That show looks like
that is our next show, guys.
Bro, 22 seasons or something, and it's like an hour per episode.
Yeah, so
I'll probably die before we finish that. Is the thing.
That's without a doubt. Is you could do your own podcast solely about Supernatural,
and it's just me though.
Yeah,
true. It's literally just me.
Especially, I think there's some merit to that thinking. Like, I wonder, because this will happen in American comic books sometimes, where an issue will be running late, and they'll have villain stories, like, which are just like pretty much like copy and paste stories that can just go in and like at the ready. I wonder if this is a copy and paste episode. Like, I wonder if
it might be
somewhere in Toei Studios they have like on standby a bunch of Sentai scripts. A bunch of Sentai scripts that like can just like you just change the names to be like Red Ranger says this, Blue Ranger says that. Like, that would not surprise me at all to find like these shows are made so economically, like time wise, especially back in the 90s. Like, that's a thing.
It's like it's a Supernatural episode that they cut 25 minutes from. And like couldn't use any and it couldn't use any of the character beats from it. It's literally just the concept of it, and they were like, just ship it out. So what are we giving these 2 episodes?
That's a great question. Because I think give me a rating for. Here's the thing. I have different ratings for these 2 episodes.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
I still haven't fully decided which one I think is worse, to be honest. But
I think both. Okay, here's the thing.
Close.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. I think you have a more definitive take than I do.
So episode 15, I'm going to give a 4, which is the second lowest I've ever rated an episode. Just on the fact that there was an attempt made, right? Like, I can give an episode maybe more grace if I see that they had an idea, which is why I'm going to give the next one a 2, because it's not an idea, or it's an idea, but they don't do anything with it. Like, they don't even try. It's bad. It's boring. Nothing happens. So episode 15 gets a 4. Episode 16 gets a 2. Who wants to go next?
I can go. I think the first one, for episode 15, I mostly agree with what you said, where it's like there is an attempt. The one thing that is pulling me away from giving it a 4 or higher is the fight, how they handle the fight scenes.
Yep.
And it's like, that is like a cardinal sin you can't commit. And then it's like, to be fair, with the rest of the episode, they tried. I'm going to give that one a 3.
Okay.
Because like you just can't do what you did with the fight scene there.
No.
And I've said it multiple times. That's the most important thing to me when I'm watching these. That's the most entertaining part. And then the second one, bro, episode 16 or 17?
16.
16? That's a 1. If I'm whatever the lowest rating is, that's what it gets, because it didn't do anything like at all. Like what it like I said, it's not even a concept for an episode. The fighting isn't particularly memorable. Like, it's not egregiously bad like last episode, but it's also not good by any means. No character development. There's no lesson.
Nope.
No cool effects. The monster's like kind of cool, but not like.
But he's like a retread. He's like a retread of camera dimension.
Grand scheme, middle of the pack. If you ask me, it's like I think he feels cooler than he is because the last few monsters have been bad. I don't. It's like name a good thing about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about it, and it's like I can't envision an episode that can get lower than this. So like whatever the low, are we going down to 0? Because I'll give it a 0. Like that's
I don't think we can. Zero's
like. Yeah, zero's like if you put like a dude farting on the screen for 20 minutes and that's it.
But I'm gonna let
Low-key, I would probably put that above. This episode.
Yeah, that's a 1, bro. That's a 1 for me. It's terrible.
What did you think?
I will give episode 15 a 3. It was fine. Like you said, the concept is there, but the fight scenes were bad. The character arc that they had was really bad. I think the monster is definitely the worst monster we've had so far, at least from memory. It was just bad. Like we usually have the time to have like these fleshed out ideas because there's enough to bite on for it to be like, this is what they could have done better. It's just bad. Like there's nothing really to improve upon here because it's just bad. Like that's it.
This is one of those episodes that needed another
episode. Both of them needed another part, if we're being honest.
Yeah. If the Akko high schooler was a 2-parter, that would have been something.
Yeah, that would.
Like I probably would have clapped.
Yeah. Raita cross-dressing was pretty funny.
That's true. I forgot about that. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that.
I think the first one is like.
I did mention it.
Episode 15 was like, it wasn't so bad. It was like completely boring. I don't think. Yeah, like I think it was boring at parts, but it was also pretty funny.
Yeah.
And stuff.
But. So I'll give it a 3. It wasn't terrible. This episode 16 is genuinely unwatchable, in my opinion. Like,
that's true.
I will never, like, obviously, I don't think I'll ever rewatch this show ever again. But if I ever do want to rewatch, like, a specific episode or something, if I saw it
will like be episode 16. That's the thing.
I'm with Bobby. I think probably gonna give it a 1. Like I can't
envision something being worse than that. Like I don't know.
Watch us eat our words next episode. Watch us eat our words next episode.
Let's find out what episode 17's title is. Hang on.
It's about to be some straight crap, bro. It's about to be some straight ball.
Hang on. Get in. It is called The Revived Empress. Hang on now.
Hold on. This might be tough.
That could be something.
That might be Emmy worthy right there, bro, off the title alone.
Somebody get this man an Oscar.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 1. I was torn between a 1 and a 2. I was torn between those two.
There's no world where that breaks a 3.
It's like when you get to a point where you're just like complaining on the podcast that there's nothing you can talk about because it's just so bad.
If I'm yawning from a recap, it's a 1.
At least the 2 episodes before these, they were so bad, but you could talk about why it was bad and like stuff that happened. And this one, it's just like it's bad because it's literally nothing. Like there's nothing happening.
I feel bad because like. It sucks to give criticism without giving a fix, right? It sucks to be like, this episode is just dog water and not present a way that it's like, oh, how can we improve on this, right?
The only thing you can say for a fix is like the characters from episode 1 had to be better, and it's like you can say that about literally every episode. That's a criticism you could give about every episode where it's like, if the characters were just written better, it's like, okay.
I think it's just like, I don't say this because like I find it funny to put someone down for their work. It actually makes me really sad that I can't give anything constructive for this episode. It really does, because I really want to like I like the show still, but I want to find something to like about this, and it's just unfortunate because I don't want to put somebody down. I just want to see them improve. And when I see something that they can't improve upon, it really sucks. And we joke about it, but it's just really unfortunate, right? Like, it's just unfortunate that this episode is just bad. Like, it's just very sad to me. But
it's so funny because outside the show for a second.
Yeah.
Super Sentai is over. It's been over for about a year now. Right?
Yeah.
And there's this interview with one of the head producers at Toei who's like, maybe we will bring back Super Sentai in 10 years.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people took to be like, Super Sentai's just on a 10-year hiatus. It's coming back anytime. It's like, that's not what he said. But anyway, as a result, they still have this time slot on TV that they need to fill. And so they've started making this other show called Project Red, which is like this overarching narrative kind of thing. But it's still tokusatsu and all this stuff. And the first show, as part of that, was called Super Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity, which was like kind of a transitional thing. It was like half Super Sentai, half something else. And then the new show, which started 2 weeks ago now, is called like Beast Rising Omega Horn or something like that. And everybody was kind of like, everybody in the American toku space, I gotta be careful about how I like posit things here, because there's two halves. It's like the demographic they actually care about, which is in Japan, and then everybody over here who like watches it via other means.
Yes.
So they don't care what we think, but like everybody over here was like, Gavin, okay. And then Omega Horn's first episode aired 2 weeks ago, and everybody was like, kill Super Sentai a million times. This is the best show I've ever seen. And it's like, yeah, bro, like when you watch episodes like episode 16, you're like, yeah, like cancel this show. Like
this should be dead. Like, this should not be around any longer. Like,
yeah.
We got to 40 minutes.
We
did it. Less than 45.
I told you I could do it.
Less than 45.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, for listening. If you enjoyed
this specific episode, which I like, we might be the thing for you. All right, if you watch this episode and you're like, I mess with this.
Yep.
There's better things. All right, there's better.
There's a better episode we actually just released. Not like, well, in the context of this episode was what, last week?
Last week.
Yeah, last week. So like, maybe give that one a try. It's pretty long, but it's good. Like, we have a lot to talk about.
We actually talk about stuff, and we have
there's a meaningful conversation to be had.
Yeah. It's actual like constructive criticism that you can go and watch.
Sebastian, do you have anything you want to plug? I'm telling you, bro, the day you actually have something to plug,
don't even mention.
I'm not going to ask
you. You're going to be groveling to our feet, bro. You're going to be like, please.
I'm just going to bring it up in passing, and then you guys aren't going to put it in the description.
No, I'm going to cut it out of the video and everything. Like,
no! Please!
Bobby, do you have anything you want to plug?
Bro, find me at the Gene Shorts channel. New video this month sometime at some point. So
that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
What's it about? Can you
Resident Evil 7 retrospective. It's gonna be a little different.
Big
project.
You'll find Bobby's channel linked in the description. Down there, you'll also find our Instagram and our TikTok, and the Spotify link if you want to listen to this not on YouTube.
And Noah's personal channel.
Yes, you'll also find my personal YouTube channel. New video maybe in 2 weeks from when I'm posting this. Probably new video sometime this month, hopefully. Got a lot to talk about in a lot of different spaces, which is fun, but I'm starting a new job soon, and so there's some
things
that have to be done.
He's in
Otherwise, thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.